Garmy plays it forward to Ryan Burke. Burke, it's there for Allmark. Damien Allmark! That's 250 goals in a Bala shirt. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 11, Episode 8 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we're playing Notts County in the IRN-BRU, and then we face Chelsea away from home in the Champions League. Any result there would be a massive step towards not just European football in the Europa League, but also getting out of the group. If we could take something from them. But as you've just seen, Damien Allmark, in between episodes, scored his 250th goal for Bala Town. And that's not league goals, that's goals in total, including cup games, of course. He's only 26. He is, I mean, it's going to be Messi-esque numbers, and he could, in theory, play for another 10 years. And just absolutely just rule the roost here. He's 2 league games away from 200 for the club. So that'll be a nice milestone for him as well. But 250 goals. Congratulations to him. What a legend of the club he is. So, funnily enough, if we're going to have a look here, not actually a legend, just an icon. 250 goals doesn't get you legendary status. That is ridiculous. Yet, little traitorous Sears, he is a legend, which is outrageous. There are 2 games to catch you up on since last episode, both in the league. So let's have a look at the first one, which was against Barry Town. We left it late. Rene Felge getting the only goal with 10 minutes to play. So I don't know if it was a European hangover from the Porto game, what it was. We were really, really poor in this game. Passing was poor. Finishing was poor. Everything was poor. Rene Felge came on, got us a winner with 10 to go. We did deserve to win the game, don't get me wrong, but we really, really didn't play well. The other game to catch you up on was against Cardiff Met Uni. We took an early lead through defender Dale Morgan's first goal for the club. But one of our former academy players came back to haunt us before half-time. Tommy Williamson restored our lead after the break, before Allmark secured the point with his 250th goal for Bala Town. So we were just too good for them. It was a better performance this one. Dale Morgan with the first goal for the club for our young defender. He's a sort of a left-back / centre-back. He has had a lot of problems with injury, so I've been trying to give him some game time. Did a decent job in this one. Got the goal, of course, a little bit of a help from the goalkeeper in that one. Williamson and then Allmark with his 250th goal for the club. Excellent stuff there. And of course, the goal for them came from one of our old academy players. We released him last year. He's not good enough for us, but he probably is just about good enough for the Welsh League. He's not too bad. A couple of 9s and 10s there in the sort of key defensive stats. So, yeah, I won't begrudge him a goal. Well done, Gavin Walters. You got one over on us there. A quick look at what that all means for the league table, of course. And we do park the league to one side, but we are high-flying, footloose and fancy-free at the top. Cavan Druids are second. A little bit of a gap developing there to the New Saints with Cardiff Met Uni, Bangor City, Clonelly and Carnarvon all within a win of the New Saints. So I live in hope that they may finish this season in the bottom half of the table and get into the relegation split, not the top half. But that's maybe wishful thinking. We did get our draw for the 3rd round of the Welsh Cup. If you're on the Discord, the link to the Discord down in the description. You would have seen this earlier today. We've got a non-league team, so that should be a simple task for the Wags, that one. But we're going to be playing Notts County in the quarterfinals of the IRN-BRU up first, and then we, as I said, go to Chelsea in the Champions League, tied with at 6 points with Porto. We expect Porto to beat Valencia. That could be a draw. That would be the perfect result for us. And then anything we get is going to be a bonus. Let's have a look at what we're doing here against Notts County to start things off. We are the favourites for this one. Now, unfortunately, I don't have lower league, sort of non-league football in England loaded up, so we don't know too much about them, which is a bit of a shame. This is how they played for the last scouting report that we have. We're expecting them, based on this, to be a little bit narrow, very narrow. But like I say, I don't know exactly how much we can read into that. Let's have a quick look at the team we're sending out there. Now, obviously, we do need to favour the Champions League game, so it's not full strength, but it's still certainly a good side. So Tanaskovic goes in goal for this one. It's Burke, KDH, Tony and Cameron as the back four. Curtis Owen and Dan Garmy go in midfield. It's Wade, Dixon and Davies in behind Damien Allmark. Let's see if he can add to those 250 goals. So here we go, the first of 2 games in England this episode, and, well, they've come out a little bit different to what we were expecting. It's still relatively narrow, though, so we should be able to get down the outside of them. Joe Gomez says pick up where they left off. Come on, lads, show what we can do to keep this run going. Some calm, we have faith, and, yeah, let's see if we can continue to beat this IRN-BRU curse. And here we go. Yeah, off to Nottingham we are, and We'll see how we do here. We've got an early corner. It's a decent ball in. It's headed away. Tony picks it up. Is he going to just give it back to Wade? No, he goes back in field there to Curtis Owen. Oh! Curtis Owen, almost a goal of the season contender, but couldn't quite get it under that crossbar. The goals must be smaller in England, I think. Here we go again. If we're going to find ourselves in a little bit of pressure here, it's a good through ball. Can we get saved by Teniskovic? We can. Ryan Burke hacks it clear. And that's excellent stuff. Ryan Burke has come to me. He wants to move on. He feels he's achieved all he can at the club, which is a fair argument, to be fair to him. There's no interest in him, so I kind of said, there's no interest in you now, mate. There's no point worrying about it, which he agreed with. Your mark over the bar. But, yeah, we're seeing the first signs of restlessness from Berkey, which is a little bit of a shame. I was hoping he'd see out his career with us. He still might. But I'm trying to give him a little bit more game time just to sort of make sure he stays a little bit happier. The thing with Norrington Davies is that his contract's up the end of this season. He's in his 30s, and I don't think we're going to renew him. That's a nice little flick there from Tony. Not really needed your centre-back when you're under pressure. There's a good ball in. It's there to the back post, and Sean Davies sticks it away. Gives us a 24th minute lead. It's 1-0. We'll tell him to concentrate, and that is what you like to see. Excellent stuff. Look at this from Tony. That is unnecessary, mate, when you... potentially outnumbered at the back. But anyway, he got away with it. And a missed header in the middle of their defence. Davies tucks it away. 1-0, job done. Yeah, excellent stuff. So yeah, we're going to try and give him some game time because Norrington Davies, in his 30s, he's not getting any better. He's not getting any younger. I don't know if we're going to renew him. So we'll try and keep Burke happy if we can. Galmi, ball in. It's Mark headed away. Can we get there? Not quite. Tony's there, wins the header down to Cameron. Because the thing with Burke is that Norrington Davies is better than him, but Burke is still more than good enough to play in domestic games for us. So I don't really see the sense, because Norrington Davies we can do better, I think, in Europe. So we need to, whether it's Montgomery on loan again or whatever it might be. There's a good ball forward. Back post, it's there, it's down for Allmark, and Allmark sticks it away. There's 251. Marcus Wade with the assist. His 14th goal of the season for Allmark, and, well, that's much, much better. 2-0 up. Let's hope we don't stuff it up. Yeah, so we're going to have to make a replacement at left back anyway from sort of first choice for European games. So I don't really see the sense in keeping Norrington Davies to be backup when Burke is more than good enough to play the domestic games for us. Let me know what you guys think on that. Yeah, well, it might be a thing. We'll see what his wage demands are. If he wants less money and he's happy to be a squad player, maybe it is something worth doing. But yeah, I'd be interested to know what you guys do think of Norrington Davies. There's a good flick on, and Damien, he's offside. Now, was Wade offside or was Damien Allmark offside? That's the big question there. I think it's going to be Allmark, is it? Yeah, it is. It's Allmark. It's the initial one, not the second one. Good flick on from Allmark, trying to repay the favour for his goal, but couldn't quite stay onside there. Here we go. Poor goal kick. Cameron has it. Threads it through for Wade. This is Wade's chance to get himself on the score sheet. He beats the defender wonderfully. It's sitting in front of goal, and we can't quite get to it. Desperate defending by Notts County, but they do just cling on there. If we were to get a third goal, that would just about be it, wouldn't it? You wouldn't see him coming back from that. But at 2-0, there is still a chance. We do need to still be a little bit careful here. Let's give it an assertive, don't get complacent. I would like to get Rene Felge on in the second half to give him some game time. There's a few others on the bench as well, but I really want to... I mean, Felge should be fine. He's a good player. But ideally, I think I'd like to get to 3-0 before I start bringing on players from the bench. Here we go with Wade. Ball to the back post. It's Davies. It's off the crossbar. Cleared behind for another corner. If we can get this third goal in the opening seconds of the second half, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? There's a good ball. Again, it's headed away. Notts County, they're just clinging on. To be fair to them, it has been a really gutsy defensive performance from them. They're staying in the game ever so much by their fingernails, but they are staying in the game. Ewan Dixon, again, not having a good time of things. Are we just beginning to see the end of Ewan Dixon? He's a very good player by Welsh standards, so probably not. But let's get Sam Evans on for him. That being said, you're coming off, mate. Sam Evans is very much the future, so we'll give him some game time. Decent passing, but the vision is fantastic. The technique, the first touch. We've got a corner to defend here. Ball in. It's too close to Teniskovic. He claims it. Now, that's surely not the highlight. Can we get them on the break nice and quickly here? He rolls it out there for Tony. No backfield flicks, please, in your own penalty area. Here we go with Cameron getting forward. Space to run into. Can he get across into the box? Allmark is surely lurking. He goes back a little bit further there to Dan Garmy. Back to Owen. Owen out there for Burke. What can Burke do? He finds Davies. He's got Burke on the other lap. He finds Evans in the box. Can Evans pull it back? He can't. It was a narrow angle. He really needed to sort of do a little backheel chop, didn't he, to try and get it back somewhere towards the edge of the 6-yard area, but couldn't quite get there. Cameron comes forward again. Back there for Tony. Back again to Taniskovic. We'll try again. Try the left side, mate. Burke looks like he's open. Give it to Berkey. No, we go this right side again. Here we go, Cameron. He's got Wade in front of him making a run. Can he find him? He goes back in field there for Garmy. Garmy goes early looking for Damien Allmark. Oh, it's a good save. Allmark looks confident again. I am a little bit concerned. He only has 12 goals in 12 games in the league. He needs to be double that, essentially, to be on track for the record. So we're almost at the point where we're going to have to call it on this season. I don't know if the record's going to be possible. And let's get Wade off as well and give Dan Owens a game out there. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a shame, but we won't give up on him. We'll keep, we'll still play him in all the league games. But it might be a case of, I think what I did kind of mess up a little bit at the start of the year was when I was trying to get McMire on the field. We didn't play well with the 3-4-3. Here we go. Rene Felge is through. Oh, Rene Felge. That is classy, mate. Classy stuff. A 4th goal of the season for him. Denny Garmy with a wonderful assist as he split the defence open. But Rene Felge is a very, very good striker. We do need to play him more. So, he's potentially a sort of a 3.5 star potential player. And that's, I'm trying to think who else is at that level. But that's a good player these days for us. So, there we go. Yeah, he does. I mean, he's 22 now. I haven't played him enough to get his development going, unfortunately. He's been a little bit mismanaged by me. But we've had sort of other really good strikers, and I've been trying to favouring Allmark to try and get him that record. There's a ball forwards. It's a good pass as well. If he's onside, Taniskovic is there. He makes the save. Cameron hacks it into touch, and let's just make sure we don't concede a late goal. But it's looking as though we are going to the semi-finals of the IRN-BRU. Burke with a corner. It's headed away. He's going to get a second chance at this. We've got red shirts forward. Again, it's headed away. Sam Evans should pick that up. Let's see what he can do. Goes back out there. Nice pass to find Burke. Burke on his right foot. Cuts it back to Cameron. Cameron flick on there. Excellent header by Rene Felge. He gets his 2nd of the game. He is absolute class. And Rene Felge, a 5th of the season, 2nd of the game. 4-0 now. We have absolutely dismantled Notts County. And, well, we're going to the semi-finals of the IRN-BRU. Haven't been there in a while. It's nice to be back, isn't it? Very, very nice to be back. Is there time for a 5th? It doesn't look like there is, but we'll take it. Excellent stuff. 4-0 in the quarter-final. That's one good trip to England. Let's hope that we can make that 2 very soon. So Bala Town stroll to success. We win the IRN-BRU quarter. We're into the semi-final. That's going to be against Kilmarnock. Now, Kilmarnock are 4th in the Scottish Championship, so we've already beaten St Mirren, who were the sort of the class of that field. So let's hope that we can do something similar here against them. Cameron, classy, excellent stuff, mate. And I tell you what, it was really, really promising to see Denny Garmy, isn't it, being heavily involved, really beginning to look like he's the money. Let's go and have a quick look at Denny Garmy. He played really, really well, I thought, there. And he's just continuing to develop into what is a very, very useful player for us. Guys, wait right there. We're going to play Chelsea next. Off to London we go. Can we take anything? Okay, welcome back. We're ready to face Chelsea now. Unfortunately, Chris Venables on the under-19s got a little bit of a spanking, certainly on match stats, if not the scoreboard, against Chelsea under-18s. So, the Champions League, Youth League group is finally balanced. They have a final game coming up against Valencia, and it is essentially winner takes all. So yeah, let's hope that they can get the job done in that one. Now, we have some really, really good news coming into this one, and I should have mentioned at the top, but Dimov is back fit, ready to go against Chelsea here. Let's have a quick look at what we've got. We are not the favourites, but 7-2 is certainly not the worst odds. We're in excellent form. Chelsea's in inconsistent form, obviously, though they are a Premier League team, which is a little bit different, but they're only sitting 8th in that Premier League. So they're outside of the European places just now. Now, they did get a little bit of a beating last time out, but we'll have a look at that in just a second. Lampard is still their manager, 10 years in. Adventurous passing style of play. Analysis report here, we're expecting this sort of a formation. You can see they got beaten by Bournemouth 3-0 last time out. Obviously, they were worried about playing Bala Town, weren't they? They were very, very narrow in that one, though. So that's that. Their passing network and key passes are there. You can see for a passing team, not afraid to go a little bit early there. This is a team that we're sending out. We're going back to the original European formation. So Teniskovic goes in goal. Norrington Davies starts this one after I bad-mouthed him last one. That's because Montgomery's picked up a little bit of a knock. So he's not really fit to go until tomorrow. We're not going to get 90 minutes out of him anyway, so we'll give Norrington Davies the start. It's O'Halloran, Goddard, 1-me, and Ignatievic, the rest of the defensive line. It is Brewerton as the deep-lying midfielder there. It's Yamaguchi coming in to partner Dimov. He's back, he's fit, he's ready to go. Let's hope he puts it on a display for us. It's, of course, the Big Mac and Tommy Williamson going up top. Let's go beat Chelsea. Or at least take a point off them. That would be nice. Something. We can see the way they're lining up, though. It is this as expected, which is good. Encourage the team. We've been on a good run lately. Impress me. We're going to say, like we always tend to get better results if we just say there's no pressure on you boys. Go out there, enjoy playing at Stamford Bridge, and defend well. If you defend well, you never know. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do here. We did, it was 2-1. Was it 2-1? I think when we played them at home. But it wasn't that close of a game, was it? They really did smash. It was at 3-1, and McMoyer got a goal back towards the end, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Of course, we played with wingers in that one, didn't we? So we were maybe a little bit open. We've got a free kick to defend here. Can we get the job done? Good ball to the back post. Header just over and wide. And we dodge that bullet. Excellent stuff. We've given as good as we've got these first 20 minutes or so. Another free kick comes in. Ignatievic is there, heads it away. Valencia's taken the lead in Porto. That's not a terrible result for us. The only problem is that it could actually, if we were to then lose to Valencia, leave us out of Europe altogether. Ideally, we want that game to be a draw so that they both drop points. That guarantees us Europa League football and will mean if we beat Valencia, we should, assuming that Chelsea beat Porto, we should get ourselves out of this group into the knockout rounds. It goes in, but it goes away over the bar. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. It's all Chelsea again, isn't it? Oh, wait. We're doing okay repelling them so far, but we can only last so long, and it's scrappy and annoying, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea. Show some passion, boys. It's the sort of goal that really, really annoys you, because it's not even that we defended the set piece that badly. We won the first header. We haven't really picked up the corner getter, but the attempted clearance has bounced off a Chelsea man to the feet of another one, and we're a little bit unlucky there. We've got another free kick to defend here. That's not as well defended. Teniskovic is there. It's hacked behind by McMoyer for a corner. But it's just not quite working right now, is it? So let's go and put a bit of pressure on them, perhaps. They're a passing team. All right, so let's go higher line. We saw from their key passes against Bournemouth that they do they're not afraid to go a little bit early. But if they're a passing team, let's push up and try and make it a little bit more difficult for them. It's all free kicks and set pieces, isn't it? They haven't really created anything from open play against us yet, which on one hand is very promising, but on the other hand, of course, doesn't really matter how they go in, does it? The fact that they're going in. We've made them take a goal kick. That means we've had a shot at goal. Valencia's 2-0 up now. That is not ideal. Yes, if we can take something from this, though, it wouldn't be bad, would it? Here we go. Laporte gets forward. Teniskovic is beaten. Post saves him. And Chelsea are still there, still come forward. And this time, Teniskovic has it comfortably. What can we do? We get it forward early. Williamson's there. He tries to flick it down, but only gets it as far as the Chelsea defender. Come on. We're going to have to change something here, aren't we? We don't have a threat right now. That's a good header there. Good win by Ignatievic. But again, it's just been picked up by the Chelsea midfield. And again, we find ourselves looking to do some defensive work. Crossfield ball, edge of the area, and how many times do we see it? It's 2-0. I'm not quite sure what we can... I don't know what we can do to stop long-range efforts going in against us. We don't look like we have a threat right now, do we? We're sitting back. We don't have an out ball. And if this, we're just waiting to be beaten as things stand. So we're going to have to change things. We're going to have to. All right. So let's go to wingers. We really don't have anything to lose here because Chelsea's not. It's not going to be a goal difference thing with Chelsea. So it doesn't really matter because it's going to be head to head against anybody else. That's one sub. We don't want to take Williamson off, do we? We probably want to take Yamaguchi off. Can we switch those two around? Yeah, there we go. So that works. And then we can get Riola on to play out wide left. All right. We just have to change something. As things stand right now, we're sitting back there. We're waiting to be beaten. And we are getting beaten. So there's literally nothing to lose at this point. Come on, boys. Let's get creative. Can we do something before the break? It doesn't look like we can. And, well, if we're honest with ourselves, that wasn't great, was it? McMyer's on a booking, which obviously is not ideal. So let's tell him to watch his step. We need a little bit more from everybody. So let's hope we get it this second half. Let's demand a bit more. And if we can get one goal back, you just never know. But it would be the biggest of big turnarounds, wouldn't it? Here we go. Dimov to Norrington Davies. Back to O'Halloran. Are we going to get our hearts broken and caught on the break here? That seems to be what happens a lot. Brewerton. There's a good ball for Cook. He can't quite get there. Ball goes in. Can we win that? We can't. But Brewerton should pick up the loose pass. We already look better this half, don't we? O'Halloran has it. He gets it forward out there for Riola. Can he get a cross in to find Big Mac? Back post, it's headed away, and here it comes. Here comes the counter-attack goal. Just when you think, it's the hope that kills you, isn't it? Laporte comes forward now. Can we get a block in here? That's a good goal, isn't it? And that just about kills us off, I think. 3-0 down. And it's a stunning individual goal. Could we not have done a little bit better there? I'm not even sure that we could, to be honest. I don't even know if we could. As a Brewerton, I think, tracked him the whole way, made him go to a narrow angle, and he was just good enough to stick it in. Another highlight. We've seen Chelsea beat up, haven't we? Particularly at home on Valencia and Porto. So we're in good company in getting a bit of a hiding at Stamford Bridge. I was hoping we'd be a little bit better than that, but obviously not. Laporte goes again. It's a penalty. It's the second time he's given away a penalty against Chelsea, I think, isn't it? And can Teniskovic save us here, or were we in danger of getting a real halacking? Oh, he can make a save. Excellent stuff. All right, let's see if we can use that as a bit of a momentum shift here. We can't give it a shout. Can we keep the corner out, though? On the hour mark, we don't want to be going 4-0 down with 30 minutes to play. That is asking for trouble. Got a cat hair stuck to my face or something. Another free kick. We've not been in this game whatsoever, have we? This has been a really, really disheartening performance, actually. There it is. There is 4-0. We'll tell them to concentrate. I fear a little bit. This is so frustrating. We've seen against Premier League teams before that we've got a bit of a touch-up against Liverpool and Manchester United. And I was really hoping that we'd move past this, but evidently we have not. It's another set-piece goal, a first for Benjamin Giles. Norrington Davies is having a nightmare. All the defence is having a nightmare. Let's not risk McMyer on a booking. We'll take him off. See what Rene Felge can do. And Dimov's got himself a booking as well. Well, I mean, what we don't want now is any sending offs that will then hamper us against Valencia. Porto's pulled one back. Can they get back level? That would be massive if that game's a draw for us. Dimov there for Felge. Felge out wide for Riola. Can he get a ball back in? He goes out again. Norrington Davies. Good ball back for Riola. It's there for Rene Felge. It's a sitter, and Rene Felge has missed a golden opportunity to get himself a Champions League goal there. Chelsea build out from the back. 10 minutes to play. Can we prevent another goal going in here? Laporte is in again, and Teniskovic makes the save. Another highlight. Boys, let's give it a concentrate. We just need to stop them from scoring. Can we win that? Dimov, he's got to get himself. Dimov, mate, what did I say? Just don't get yourself sent off. And now he's going to be missing for the Valencia game. I don't friggin' care. Just go away, game. Go away. Unbelievable, Dimov. You friggin' mock... Oh, it's just a game, Aussie Villain. It's just a game. Unbelievable. Did Valencia win? Of course they won. And they're going to beat us too, aren't they? And then we'll get knocked out altogether. Unbelievable. So youthful Bala Town come unstuck. We've got a real hiding there. Dimov, you... I'm not going to swear. What an idiot, though. What an idiot. And it's all to play for. If we beat Valencia, then we're every chance. Because you'd imagine the way that Chelsea's playing that they're gonna beat Porto, or at least not lose to them. So if we can beat Valencia, we will be out of the group. But equally, if we lose to them now, we only beat them 1-0. We only beat Porto 1-0. We're going to find ourselves out of Europe altogether. So it's a massive, massive game against Valencia. And we have to do it without Dimov because the friggin' moron got himself sent off for 2 bookings. What an idiot. If you have enjoyed that, guys, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time for that game against Valencia. And before that, we'll send the Wags out against non-league opposition. We'll be able to go with some real youngsters in that one and see how they do. Unbelievable. Take care.